Greetings, greetings. Welcome to another episode of Vaygrim's Chance Monday episode. Let's see what is going on. Oh, well, first things first, this is going to be the most noticeable. I beefed out the lasers for the BC assembly table. I also made an integration table and a programming table. I don't entirely know what these do yet, but I'm still figuring that out. They have to do with the robots, I know that much. I've been making some parts specifically for the use of robots and for the use with logistics pipes. Things to make gates, etc., etc. I think it's going to be really, really good. I've been doing a lot of that off camera specifically because it's tedious waiting work. I actually have not made much progress on the Thaumcraft front. I will circle back around to that. Okay, so first thing you notice here, 2 batteries. One of these, basically what I've come to start doing, I actually had a little engine. One of these is actually the middle one that I was running off of a lava tank, right? There we go. I was running it off of a lava tank and I would put it next to the builder when I did quarrying. Well, what I've come to start doing now is I just made this holds 80 million RF. I keep this charged up. I take it with me, set it down next to the builder, and the builder powers off of this instead of powering off of one of those. I can do mining and I can do quarrying in quick bursts because of that. It works out really, really well. I really do like that. So instead of having remote power, I basically just charge up a really big battery and take it with me. I have upgraded the charge pad to resonant charge pad. Basically, all that means is it charges faster. That's it. That's really the only perk. Let's see. I have started to make some dark armor. The only thing these have, they have no other bonuses. They have no other little perks or neat things installed other than empowered. What empowered looks, if you look about halfway down this tooltip, empowered means that 75% of the damage is absorbed by the battery. So these absorb fall damage. If you look, diamond level protection when powered, fall damage negated when powered. So basically, fall damage and standard, damage goes to the armor. About 75% goes to the batteries for the armor. 25% goes to the armor itself. But this actually repairs that 25%. So the armor themselves are not taking damage. Only the actual battery levels are. And all I have to do is just come back here, charge up my backpack, my jetpack and my armor, and it tops me off good to go. I do want to put some boosts on this. I have been farming. Actually, let's take a field trip out of the BDE today. I want to go over to a base of a friend of mine, a guy named Shadowstar WD. He's one of the gentlemen here on the server. He's one of the people that helped me maintain the pack, run the test server, the whole 9 yards. Turn that on. Still haven't taken down the Christmas decorations. We still have the monstrous berg. Apparently that was built by the Dark Preacher. And I might have known that, but forgot it. But he didn't claim that on when he built it. So, okay, this setup. This is real interesting. He's much farther into, as you can tell, he's much farther into Thaumcraft than I am. Do I? Yep, made an electromagnet. Need to turn it off just in case. Iron golems. He's way farther into Thaumcraft than I am. He always hits Thaumcraft pretty hard. But that's neither here nor there. One thing that he made was called a soul sieve. This thing. And basically you put a brain in a jar on top of the soul sieve, and you put soul sand into this. What that means is, let's see, let's just put some there. This is going to process the soul sand. It's using a little bit of Centivis to power it from this thing right here. This energized aura node. And there we go. That was one of them. I think 2 of them are processed, and this collects experience. So every time one of these gets processed, the soul sand gets processed, it gets turned into ordinary sand, which is why he's got a storage drawer down here that's got a void upgrade. And he then collects experience. So I sat here for a good chunk of the weekend, basically. I think I can put this back in its bubble slot now. using a mind stone. This actually had to burn a lot of EMC and do some extra mining to get some EMC so that I could make this. But basically what this means now is I actually have a lot of stockpiled experience. So I can right click, or I can just hit G is what I have it bound to drain all the experience out. So I have some experience stockpiled up from that. That will let me let me do some upgrades on the armor that I've actually got. There's a lot of things I want to do. Whee! Okay, one thing I would like to do specifically, speed. I need a potion of swiftness, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Potion of swift. What? Let's do swiftness. Really? Potion of? Okay. I think I have Impure Core loaded, and I really don't like it because it hides a lot of stuff. Thought I killed all of the actual filters for that. Apparently I didn't. Okay, so recipes. Let's see. That's a strength potion. Speed. There we go. Potion of swiftness. So a potion of swiftness is an awkward potion and sugar. That's easy. Let's see. Do we have... Really? I only have one sugarcane? Huh. Okay. I need another wart. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 glass bottles. Heavens, I did not mean to switch that to line mode. I specifically put this here for filling up water bottles. That's why I made that reservoir. After I made that, I discovered there's one over there built into the wall. Somebody put it there to actually do the mechanism stuff. Anyway, let's put those in there and get that brewing. I need 1 sugar cane. Yeah, see, there's a lot of stuff that should be showing up here that's not. A whole bunch of vanilla stuff. Okay. This should make a potion, 3 potions of speed for us. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Impure Core is supposed to help increase. It hides a lot of stuff, and hides a lot of stuff in NEI, and it's supposed to increase your performance for NEI, increase your client performance, get rid of a lot of the clutter. The problem is a lot of things that I want to learn how to make through NEI that it hides, like facades from Buildcraft, and a lot of the potions and other stuff, and I don't know why it's hiding those things. So we have a potion of speed. I'm going to take my pants off. Avert your eyes. Going to get this. Let's see. Speed is 10 levels. There's 11. That's the best I can do right now. We're going to put this on here with this. And now, let's see. We could do speed 2, which is another potion of swiftness. Let's put this on. Pretty good. But you can see the screen wobble just a little bit when that goes into effect. I'm going to try and prevent that from... Oh, wait a minute. I need... There we go. And I think there's even a speed 3, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. See, that's pretty good. I realize that there's a little bit of screen distortion when I turn that on. I'm going to try and prevent that from happening too much. I will try to watch that. I'm going to put the rest of that in there. Let's see. We've got... Oh... Goggles are revealing. I would have to make goggles are revealing. I really want to make those, though. Potion of night vision. I do actually want to put night vision on this. as well as some other cool things. Solar, I think it'd be cool to actually upgrade this with a solar thing, but I'm not going to worry about all of that right now. For now, I'm going to put this away. I'm going to put this away. That's a witch spawner. Went out exploring, found myself a witch spawner. Let's go up here real quick. Woo, woo. Oof. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Okay. Oh, by the way, you'll notice, let's look at actually Project E. I've decided to revert back to, these are the textures that are included in Project E. Normally, I use a resource pack called Classic Project E that basically puts the textures in from when the mod first came out. These are the textures from Words from Equivalent Exchange 2, which is what the mod is, of course, modeled after. I don't like these textures. I like the original ones, but I'm going to go with these specifically because I have seen a lot of people get confused about why my Project E looks different. So I turned it off. It's no big deal. Okay, let's look at this real quick. We do have elevators in here, of course. I have capped those out. You guys were very adamant in telling me, hey, those will go through solid blocks, just like that. So here is a pattern that I was looking at. I was thinking about this. I thought this would be clever. I thought it would be neat. Basically, this means any room you go into, it is straight and it sweeps out this way. I thought that would be really cool, right? Straight, sweeps out. It's a lot of space, really nice high ceilings. But if I take that and continue it upwards, I get... It looks a little weird. This is a little too close to the teleporter area, I think, because I'm going to have posts here, which means basically you're going to have 2 blocks of space to walk around here. Down here, though, you only got 1 block of space. So, because I pulled it out from that. So I think what I'm going to have to do instead is moving it over 2 blocks, pull it out from that, which will space it out around the actual elevator banks. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Eventually, what I want to do is put the gravity lifts in that we've got from the TARDIS mod. I want to put those in here, but I actually need to make a TARDIS to make those, and I'm not quite there yet. This is the top level for the gardening area. I do think this came out really, really good. I'm still undecided on this pattern. I don't know. I would like to get you guys' opinion. I kind of want to do, each area is going to be defined as 2 half levels, I think is what I'm going to be doing. Technically, I could probably put 3 floors if I crammed them in real tight quarters, but I don't think I'm going to do that. These are big enough spaces. Like, if I wanted to, I could cram an infusion altar down here. If I wanted to. I could do... Oh gosh, I could leave one as just a walkway right there and leave it high clearance ceiling and do a lot of auto crafting stuff or collar, like a liquid fluid tank storage, stuff like that. A lot of possibilities. I have a lot of space in here that I'm going to be working with. I am not, however, going to be dealing with that today. So for right now, what I've been wanting to do is get a bit more organized. Oof. I'm not sure. Now that I've got that speed on there, I'm not sure if I like that or not. I really don't like that warping of the screen. There used to be a mod, a client-side only mod, that turned off that screen warping with speed. I need to see if that still exists for 1.7.10. Maybe you guys know about it. As you can see, I've taken a little bit of power drop on that. Let's just top that off. I think when I use speed... Yeah, using speed actually drains the power. It's fine, though. Let's see. Jump. I usually only ever want to do 1 piston, something like that. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that this episode. I've been wanting to redo my storage system. I've really been wanting to make a better, basically a better setup for things. And I'm also thinking about go ahead and start moving into certain parts of the observatory. I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. I just remembered I planted a pair of trees out here. I went adventuring and found an actual witch's circle I grabbed one of the spawners. I left the other one there. And grabbed one of the witch spawners, which is what this is. This is a witch spawner. I have put it back down since. This is what happens when you pick up a witch spawner by swapping it, using the swapping wand. If I got a block of cobblestone and I swapped the spawner with cobblestone, so it puts the spawner in my inventory, but it turns it into a pig spawner, and I'm not sure why. I don't think it respects metadata when it does that. Well, let's see though. This does work though. I did pick it up and put it back down a couple of times. It's still a witch spawner, so I'm kind of holding on to that. These are ancient trees. I really do like. Let's grab this one real quick. I got at least one more. Yay. I've discovered that these are very interesting. Not only do these count as standard saplings, some of these you can actually use for dye, like purple dye. Let's see. Bioreactor, witch's oven. Some of these trees from ancient trees are not dyes. Instead, what they are is an ingredient that you can actually make potions with in a brewing stand. Is that all of it? And it's raining down saplings. This is cedrum, and that is porphyr. So cedrum saplings, what can you do with these things? Standard shape crafting, smelting, bioreactor. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, some of these ancient trees actually have some really interesting purposes to things. So yeah, it's really cool. I can't wait for those to grow some more, get a little bit more interesting wood that we can maybe use as accents in various places. I think that could be really neat. I'm gonna run up here and put these in here. So in the grand scheme of things, in the last episode or so, I actually haven't done a lot of changes to things. Oh, this was me gooping around to see if that was actually a thing. It is a thing. I'm actually going to liquidate that again. So, here's what I discovered, right? These compacting drawers. Let's get a stack of iron blocks. So if you look at the tooltip across the top, it says a block of iron, 64. That's how many I put in. If I wanted to, I could pull out an ingot, and you see right now, I have 63 blocks and then 8 iron ingots. If I pulled out a nugget, it has 63 blocks, 7 ingots, 8 nuggets. So it keeps track of how many of each of those it's got. If you look at it, if you shift right click, it has a total number count for each of each kind. So I could pull 5,184 nuggets out of this, or 576 ingots, or 64 blocks. Now, why is this interesting? Well, when you hook this up to a logistics pipe system, I have tested this, it sees all of these. And if I pull out one ingot, all the other numbers automatically update. So it's actually very intelligent, and I really do love the idea behind that. So what I'm thinking is using these compacting drawers for the primary storage a lot of my materials like this, like lapis and lapis blocks, redstone and redstone blocks, copper blocks, blocks of iron and iron, etc. I think this could be a really, really good way of doing things. I could even put not just lapis and redstone, I could put nether quartz in there, glowstone I could put in there. You can do emeralds, diamonds. Emerald spawn rates, by the way, are about where diamonds are supposed to be in the pack. Diamonds are too low. It's going to be updated in the next thing. So yeah. Anyway. Osmium's probably way too high. We'll see though. That's probably going to end up getting tuned down. So yeah, I'm really intrigued by the concept of having an LP system, and I thought we could maybe get started with the rudimentary parts of that. Now, one thing I'm going to need, I don't need this right now. My infusing machine, I'm actually going to pick this up, put it in here. My builder is at like 90% infusion. What is it? 89%. 89% infused. I'm getting there. Anyway, I want to get some of these First of all, I want to make sure that I've done that. Now let's do compacting drawer. Let's see. I need 2 pistons. Oh, and some stone. That's about it. I'm actually just going to pull one of those out. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm also going to need 2 pistons, which I'm going to need 4, 8 of that. I'm going to need 2 iron and 2 redstone. 1, 2. 1, 2. I think I changed the binding for that. I'm still getting used to it. That means that I can do 2 pistons. Now, I'm not even sure. Yeah, okay, I did teach that to my transmutation table early on. What? Oh, by the way, a lot of people have said, I think that you can leave stuff in the crafting table for the transmutation, for the Philosopher's Stone. If I do that, you hear that pop? That is, let me take this off and I'll show you what's going on. Put that over here. Gosh, I keep hitting the wrong key for that. I've changed my keybinds up and it's messing me up. Sage flies out. It does not keep inventory, unfortunately. I wish it did. We're going to do this. I'm just going to do one of those for right now. And logistics pipes. Let's see. I'm wondering, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make some, here's what I'm going to need to do, okay? I'm going to actually not going to do this now. I'm going to get some parts together and I'm going to do it next episode. But I want to show you what I'm going to get into. This is my plan. As it stands right now, I need basic logistics pipes, right? Which means that is cobblestone transport pipe from Buildcraft, 1 diamond pipe. I need a gold chip, glass, redstone, torch, and glass. I actually like doing at least 1 recipe of these so that I can actually put these in my transmutation table and pull them out quickly. But my first few batches, I'm probably going to make this way because it's cheaper. That's 4 gold and 1 iron. That's 1 gold and 1 redstone. So yeah, saves me a lot of materials. But I'm going to need some of these basic logistics pipes. I want to make some of these. These are unrouted transport pipes. Basically, these hide things going through them so you don't see items whipping back and forth. What that means is that the game is not rendering all of that stuff moving around through the pipes, and that helps with performance. Which means if I'm going to have a lot of people that are going to be coming back to the ship and using things, if I'm going to have people coming back to spawn and my base is near spawn, I have to be conscious of that. I have to keep track of how much lag I am creating. I really have to keep that to a minimum. Now, so I need some basic logistics pipes to start. I'm going to make some unrouted transport pipes, and then we make a chassis. I like actually skipping. There's a Mark 1 chassis. It's real easy. And then upgrading, I like using the Mark 2 because basically the Mark 1 is 1 slot for one of these cards. A Mark 2 is 2 slots. A Mark 3 is 3 slots, so on and so forth. You need at least 2 from what I've seen. So make some of these polymorphic item sync modules, and you make some of these provider modules. That's everything we need right there. The only other thing we might need is either request pipe or a request table. I'm actually going to make the request table on camera next episode. I'm just going to let you know, though, I'm going to make some of these pipes. I'm going to make some of these pipes. And I'm going to make some of these pipes. That's what I'm going to be going for. This is going to be the standard stuff I'll be using on my entire logistics pipe system. Going to be getting into that next episode. Between this episode and next, I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do about walls inside the actual observatory. I'm not sure if I want to go with this spiral design I've got right now. Specifically because I really don't want to make it to where you're getting just easily turned around in here. You know? I don't want to have to keep looking at my mini map to actually figure out where I am. That's the bad part about having an identical design when you're turning around. So what I might have to do is either put a little pattern right here, maybe different types of blocks indicate what direction of the compass I'm looking at, or yeah, I don't know. I could do. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that one out. I kind of wish there were blocks, like chisel blocks, that actually had like N, S, E, and W for north, south, east, and west. That'd be really good. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not sure about this. I really don't know, because there is going to be one central shaft inside of this going straight up eventually, and you'll just float up to different levels and stop, just like it is on the habitat ring and other different parts of the ship. I do think this is spacious enough. I could split this into 2 floors and have plenty of space per floor. I think that'd be fine. But until I can make gravity lifts, do I want to make a half floor with elevator blocks or what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm still deciding. This is tall enough that I could probably fit 3 floors in here easily. And I might do that. Tentatively, this was going to be all workspace. Workrooms devoted to one for thermal expansion and all of its add-on mods, one for Ender IO and its additions, one for mechanism. Mechanism will probably be both floors. This down here was going to be storage, mass storage, and I was going to separate it out. What I'm going to use is that compacting drawer system to store all my ingots. That's going to be one section. Another section will be wood and logs and saplings, things of that nature. So I'm optimistic, but there's a lot of little moving parts. So this episode, I really did want to just kind of catch you guys up on the things I have been making specifically so we can get into this. I need some diamond chips and some gold chips to get started on the logistics pipe system. When we start making robots, I need these redstone crystals, and these things take almost, I wouldn't say an hour, but like a half hour to make just on this array. It's easily upwards of like, it is a while. I have to set these and walk away for 15 or 20 minutes and wait for them to cook. But yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. I'm going to have a bank of these, then a bank of normal drawers. And I will put a slave controller in the middle of each one. That way I only have to have one connecting point for each bank of compacting drawers or normal drawers. I have some ideas, needless to say. I've got a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, and I think it's going to be really, really good. I can't wait to hear from you guys and what you think about all of this. I do realize that it does seem like it's probably, you're getting the impression that a big leap has been made already in terms of things. But you do have to remember that I'm not staying in this ship. The ship is a temporary home. The only stuff that I got to start with, really starting off, the only thing I had given to me was lava from the main reactor. That's it. All the other resources I have gone out, I have mined, I have crafted, and I have put together into the various things that we've got. It's just the way that my pack starts out that can make it seem like I'm getting so high-tech so fast. Really, there's still a lot more progress and a lot more stuff to be done. Mechanism is so deep now. There's more to it than there ever has been. So I didn't even make. These are the machines that were contributed by somebody else. This is an ore tripling system, basically a full automated ore tripling system. I made these two for the community using community resources. I have not touched these since the first episode when we were doing startup and, basically getting ready for things. All of my resources stay over here, separate from the community. And I do use those machines, but in the grand scheme of things, this has been our progress. Everything you're seeing right here, this is really what we've done. And we are making leaps and bounds on things, but we still have so much more to go. I'm hoping that I will have the interior floors done for the observatory between now and the next episode. No, thought I left something in there. That means we can get all of this and start moving into the observatory once and for all. We can start running power conduits. We can start putting facades in place. we can start figuring out how we want to do what. And I think it's going to be glorious. I will catch you folks later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.